Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. On today's episode, I'm introducing a brand new project. This time around, we're working on a condo renovation. We're going to be doing kitchen countertops, a full bathroom, flooring, painting, crown molding. Enjoy the episode. I'm going to show a quick clip of a walkthrough while I talk over this. Every time we do a condo renovation, we say it's the last one, dealing with all the crap. Dealing with site supers, booking elevators, that's no fun at all. It's nice just to work. It's nice to work in houses, but every once in a while, we work in a condo. We're back at it. We started off this renovation by covering all the floors. We used a paper floor protectant. The best floor covering around for protecting your floors during a job is by ram board if you can fit it in your budget. After we got the floors covered with protected paper, we went around and we stripped all the old baseboards off. And there was a chair rail that goes around the room. Typically on a job, we spend the first day trying to get rid of as much stuff as possible that's not staying. The client wants to keep the majority of the vinyl floors in the condo, except for the bedroom that had carpeted. We're going to replace that with a vinyl floor, and the bathroom and the front foyer will be tiled. In the original outline of the project in this condo, we were planning on putting some pot lights in this room because like our last project, all the rooms do not have an overhead light. They are all run by light switches to an outlet to run a lamp. And just like our last site, we're gonna add some pot lights. We very quickly found out that wasn't gonna work for this project. Some newer style condos have a drop style ceiling, where there's a little bit of space in between the drywall and the concrete of the floor above, and you can fit your electrical wires and your pot lights through. In this particular building, the sprayed textured ceiling is directly on the concrete for the floor above, so there's no way to run electrical. So putting pot lights in is a no-go. And then our second thought was to strap the ceiling, put up drywall, and put pot lights in between. But then we found out, after we looked into the building's rules and regulations, they won't allow that. So that's a no-go. Since we weren't able to do a drop ceiling and add electrical, we didn't want to break any rules, so we're just going to scrape the ceilings and skim it with mud to create a nice flat ceiling for our crown molding to go to. And we're just going to have to figure out a different lighting solution for the client. You always want to make sure when you're removing baseboards and chair rails and anything that is caulked to the wall, that you use a knife along it and you cut that caulking line, because you want to avoid ripping the drywall paper when you remove the baseboards. I went around the perimeter, scraped off any caulking that was still stuck to the wall, pulled any nails out of the wall, and got rid of any high spots that will stop the new baseboard from sitting nice on the wall. Something kind of unexpected, the chair rail was actually glued to the wall, PL Premium. It's a polyurethane adhesive, it dries really hard. This stuff was hard as a rock. I tried for a few minutes scraping it off with a putty knife, wouldn't work. I went around with our random orbit sander with 100 grit paper, and I actually sanded it as flat as I could. I spent several hours sanding this line around the whole condo because we needed that joint to be flat. That line is right underneath eye level. If you don't spend the time now prepping before your first coat of mud, it's gonna look like crap. Unfortunately, another part of this building's rules, we're not allowed to touch any plumbing without the use of one of their authorized plumbing companies. So I was unable to demo the bathroom day one because even though they're just regular lever shutoffs for the water, we had to call in a plumber just to shut the water off for us to demo the bathroom. Once the plumber came in, it took him 30 seconds to shut the water off and leave. I was able to unhook the faucet, take the countertop off, rip that vanity out, took it to another room and broke it down. You don't know, it's funny when you take things for granted. At a regular house, we would have the dump trailer parked out front and I could just carry all that stuff right out to the dump trailer. But with a condo, I have to stick it all into a pile, have the trailer sitting in the parking lot, and then hope that at the end of the day, we could book the elevator and take it all in a few elevator trips. We use a flat trolley cart to haul stuff in and out, garbage cans, blah, blah, blah. You kind of take it for granted that every other house I can just park the trailer in the driveway and just toss garbage in there as I please. When I took out the medicine cabinet, I found something interesting in the wall. Can you guys guess what it is down below? There was the quick DIY vinyl sticky tiles that came up like nothing, on top of 2 layers of linoleum floor. So this bathroom's had 3 floors in its life. Had to strip out all 3 layers of floor to get down to bare concrete to prep for tile. After the vanity and flooring was out, it was time to tackle the shower unit. The shower unit actually looked in really good shape. I believe it was only a few years old, but it was actually like a bath fitter style shell on top of the original steel tub and tile. So from distance it looks nice and clean, but when you get up close, it's just the flimsy vinyl, and it wasn't sticking well to the back wall, so you could push on it and it moves and it just doesn't feel right. And the front of the tub is actually, the covering, the kind of tub piece that they put over top of the steel tub is actually about 4 inches wider. So there's this wide front that you can actually, is hollow, and you can just push it in and out, and it just feels cheap. Huge pain in the ass to get out of there. The adhesive they use is similar to like a car windshield. It kind of stays sticky. There's like a special strips of primer, a foam gasket, and this rubbery glue that was still sticky. I don't know what it was, but I'm gonna find out what they used, because I'd like to use it in some future projects, because that stuff sticks awesome. Okay, so now all the garbage is out. All the ceilings now are ready for our first coat of mud. Next week we're gonna come in, we're gonna skim the ceilings, we're gonna put baseboard in, we're gonna put up some crown molding that I can't wait to show you. It's a completely different product than you're used to seeing. Hope you guys stick around to check that out in the next episode. The deconstructive process is always fun. I can't wait to reconstruct this condo, get all the final touches done. Can't wait to see these nice flat ceilings done next week. It's a huge undertaking skimming stucco ceilings flat, but at the end of the day it's gonna look awesome. Thank you guys for watching my videos. If you're enjoying them, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next episode. It's only the first week in this condo and I can't wait for it to be finished. God, I wish working on houses, but it's great to be out of the cold. Catch you in the next one.